We are coming off of a week where Jake Browning, Zack Wilson, and Drew Lock are part of the top 10 most productive quarterbacks in the NFL. But let's see how that's translated over to eBay in the football card sold data. Let's look at this week's top 10 players going up in football card values on eBay. Let's dig in. Number 1, Brock Purdy, back to the number 1 spot this week. He's also back to the leader in the clubhouse for MVP odds, according to Vegas. The 49ers have now won the last 5 in a row. Wide receiver Deebo Samuel went off for a second straight week, hauling in a 54-yard bomb from Brock Purdy down the left seam for a touchdown as part of his 7-catch, 149-yard afternoon, showcasing Brock Purdy's arm talent. Christian McCaffrey also ripped off several explosive runs, most notably a 76-yarder to put San Fran in scoring position on the first play of the game. Guys, the usual suspects all produced. Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle getting in on the action as well. Those base prisms, those prism blacks, which typically go considerably less than the base prism, are going for about the same as the base prism in the Brock Purdy scenario. $45 here for the base prism, and as you saw, one from today, $41 on the prism black from Chronicles. And then if you look at that PSA 10 market over the past 30 days, you can see how those cards are both up. The base prism up to a new trend of 192, the black prism up to a trend of 188.71, so very close together. All in all, that peak for Brock Purdy was about 300 at the beginning of October. Right now, we are at about 2/3 of the way there with a $200 buy it now this morning. Brock Purdy's largest transaction in the past week. We're going past week because this one is absolutely immaculate. Not from Immaculate, but it is a Black Shimmer 1/1 PSA 9 that looks like a very legitimate transaction because I am familiar with triple diamond sports cards, and it was listed in a buy it now for $50,000. Someone paid $35,000 cash. Buy it now for this PSA 9 Black Shimmer 1/1. Now, the largest one today is this 2022 Optic Rookie Auto, rated Rookie Auto, Blue Cracked Ice, serial numbered out of 15, PSA 10. It was listed for $10,000, sold for $7,500. And you can compare that to his gold out of 10 that sold in auction for one bid last week. Must have been a high starting dollar amount. $9,800 as a gold optic rated rookie auto out of 10 last Wednesday. Number 2 this week is going to be Jake Browning with the Cincinnati Bengals. He leads the Bengals to a second win in a row, moving the Bengals to 7-6, which is still in the hunt for a playoff seed. He finishes with 3 total touchdowns and an excellent passer rating of 122.7. Look at that base college ticket auto selling for $103.50 in auction today. When going back to September 24th, you could have had that card for under $10. Or what about the Jake Browning Prism Draft Picks rookie auto that sold in a buy it now today for $143? When going just back a few weeks ago before Joe Burrow was injured, that card was selling for just $4.25 with free shipping and on multiple occasions. Now, being a low draft capital rookie from 2019, Jake Browning only has 60 different rookie cards. So the bulk of those are going to come from Prism Draft Picks, Collegiate Draft Picks, and Score, as well as Luminance, as you can see in a $35 buy it now today on a base Luminance Jake Browning rookie card. That was a card you are probably picking up out of a dollar bin from shows back in the summer or earlier in the season. You were grabbing that for just a couple bucks on eBay. Now, real quick, if you're new here, welcome to the Football Card Quest. My name is Andy, part of the NoOffSeason.com sports card network. We are 100% dedicated to football cards, research, and selling tips. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that little bell notification icon, so you're notified when we put out new videos or when we're going live. We'll be going live multiple times throughout this week. And check out NoOffSeason.com or Sports Card Strategy or Cards and Hoops or Just Breaks if you're looking for any of that other sports card content. All right, now back to the action. Number 3, Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys get a dominant win over the Eagles last night, moving to 10-3. They've also won their past 5 in a row. Dak throwing 2 touchdowns in this game and 0 interceptions. The Cowboys thoroughly outplayed the Eagles for most of the night. Dak Prescott sharp enough to keep pace with the MVP race, and the defense forcing 3 turnovers. Some very interesting buy it now solds for Dak over the past 24 hours, including this clear vision, clear cloth rookie patch out of 49 that sold for $40 plus $20 shipping from Australia. It's important to note that this is a bookend, so the serial numbers match there at the end, and the picture of the players over this patch. A very unique looking card, so makes sense why it sold for $60 out the door. But let's look at that base optic market here, closing in auction on Monday, December 11th, today, for $20 plus $5 shipping. That's $25 out the door. That was back on October 17th, sold for $1.59 plus $5 shipping, just over $6 out the door. It's a little bit over 4x there. You can see that same card selling for under $5 on multiple occasions back in October or at the end of September. One of the nicer buy it now solds today was a 2016 Contenders Playoff rookie ticket auto, serial numbered 4 out of 25, jersey number match, PSA 9, sold for $800 in a buy it now. And as you can see, over the past 6 months, the Dak Prescott market is up considerably. The Prism PSA 10 now up to a trend of $250, base Donruss up to a trend of $80, base Optic PSA 10 up to a trend of $94, and the base Select up to a trend of $80 as well. You zoom into the 60-day window, you can see those percentages continue to be apparent, and then the 30-day window, zoom in even more. You can see that he's still climbing up. These are highlighted by a couple well-timed Prism PSA 10 buy it nows and auctions last night. Buy it now sold for $230. The auction $225. So it goes to show you that, man, if those auctions are timed right, they can achieve the same results as a buy it now in that same window. You also had a $255 auction. Arguably better photos here. This one with the yellow background, not too great. So you can see there that the best time to have ended the auction was 10:30 p.m. And it could have helped that maybe that seller had some more followers, got some more eyeballs. Although this one that ended at 10 did get 28 bids. Now, real quick, guys, if you want to get access to that web app that you just saw me using, tracking those graded football card sales through eBay, just check out footballcardquest.com. Click that Go Premium button in the top right. That'll take you there to all of our membership tiers. That gets you access to that, plus our Discord server, plus we're doing hobby box breaks. We're doing a 2023 Donruss hobby box break this upcoming Saturday, and it is access to members only. I do not charge them anything additional outside of the price of the hobby box and the shipping. I rip it live on the channel, and we do a revolutionary auction style draft to determine the teams that you get. It is a lot of fun. Check out all of our perks and benefits at footballcardquest.com. Go premium. All right, now back to the action. Now, you can't talk about Dak Prescott without talking about CeeDee Lamb, who's still on track to finish with a monster top 3 stat line this year. This game, he gets 10 targets, which he converted into 6 receptions for 71 yards and a critical touchdown. And check out this Panini 1 rookie patch auto out of 75 that sold for $154.50 in an auction today. His Optic Blue Scope non-serial numbered from 2020 sold for $14 in a buy it now plus $121 shipping. When this was likely a card you were also pulling out of a $1 bin, maybe a $2 bin, as you could see, this sold for $1.51 back on October 13th, just almost 2 months ago. And looking at CeeDee Lamb's base graded market, you can see that over the past 180 days, cards are up quite a bit. Most notably, I like to look at that base Donruss PSA 10 that's up 40% to a new trend of almost $42. Very respectable for a skill position player with a lot of different cards that has a primary focus on the rookie auto market in that $100 to $200 range. But you look at that Donruss Optic Holo, now up to a trend of $75. You got to think that's got some more room to go up, and that base Prism PSA 10 to a new trend of right at $50, up 35% in the past 180 days. In fact, check out this monster college rookie patch auto from Flawless for CeeDee Lamb, numbered out of 15. This sold just 3 days ago, and buy it now for right at $1,000. His gold Prism rookie, numbered out of 10, PSA 9, closed in auction last Thursday night for $870. Whereas just about a week prior, that same exact card sold for $785 in auction. Number 5, this week I'm giving to Justin Fields because the Bears now win 2 in a row and against tough division rivals. A combination of sticky coverage and defense for the Bears, and Justin Fields making moves with his legs and his throwing efficiency to DJ Moore. He finished with a touchdown through the air to Moore and 1 on the ground for a total of almost 25 fantasy points and the win. And his cards are on the move back up, as you can see in his base graded PSA 10 market over the past 30 days. We zoom out to the 60-day window, you can still see they're up just a little bit, as indicated by that 14% increase on the base Donruss PSA 10. Then you zoom in a little bit more. The averages and the trends go up a little bit more. And just today, we find a Justin Fields Kaboom rookie PSA 10 that sold in a buy it now for $2,900, marked down from $3,495. Or what about this Optic rated rookie blue out of 99, PSA 10 on the gray, 10 on the auto, pop 1, sold for $1,000, buy it now, marked down from $2,400. You have his base rookie ticket auto selling in buy it now. Nice little volume spike over the past 24 hours as well, which means those prices are going to go up. There was an Optic that sold at $200, but then there was the base variation one that sold for $250, a PSA 9 that sold for $265. When just last Monday, we had a BGS 9 selling for $126. So talk about a nice $100 profit in a week on Justin Fields rookie auto. You could have also got that card back on November 12th for $125 in auction. So we're seeing about 100% increase in this rookie ticket auto market for Justin Fields. And number 6, much like Dak Prescott, you cannot talk about Justin Fields without talking about DJ Moore, who is absolutely elite at the position. It was on full display yesterday as well. He continues to thrive with Justin Fields as quarterback. He finished off a scripted drive with a 16-yard end-around rush where he faked a lateral to Justin Fields before finding the end zone, and then later on he would take advantage of single-man coverage and glided to the end zone for another score. Check out that rookie ticket auto. It does have a little Panini seal to it, which is nice. This sold for $55 today and to buy it now. Or you had his PSA 10 actually sell for $90. Someone got them a nice deal there, but the auto is graded a 9, a slight detractor from the overall value of that card. I think just another reminder for me to not grade the auto when the auto is already authenticated and guaranteed by the manufacturer, in this case Panini. As you can see, there were plenty of rookie ticket autos for DJ Moore that have ended in the past month. Like this one from November 5th is in fact a red zone rookie ticket auto that closed for $8.50 plus $9 shipping, so $17 out the door, but still, someone was able to net at least a triple up to maybe a 5x up on that. There's another one, ball right hand this time for $14, $4.85 out the door, about $20. Just yesterday, his Prism rookie Red Wave auto out of $199 sold for $70 in a buy it now. Red, a very popular color for Bears fans. That Red Wave back on the 25th sold for September 25th, that is, sold for $44.99. Nice little $20 profit out of that. You also had a BGS 8.5 that sold just a week ago for $45. So once again, another nice little $20 profit. Even a PSA 9 that sold November 8 for $61. And real quick, let's highlight his largest transaction from over the weekend, which was from December 8, Friday. Somebody bought a Spectra Radiant gold vinyl tag patch rookie auto 101 PSA 9. This sold for $300 in a buy it now. It was marked down from $349. Wouldn't be surprised if this was our own Steve, the eBay hitman, that bought this, as he loves Spectra. How about number 7, Zack Wilson and the New York Football Jets? When you look at this National Treasure Zack Wilson Gold RP8 out of 10 BGS 9 that sold for $300. May not seem like a lot, but if you guys saw how cheap his cards got, and now you see all this buy it now volume, but he leads the Jets to a win in dramatic fashion because there was a lot of drama surrounding the start for Zack Wilson this week. He finally got back into the starting lineup, and he put one of the best games of his career against the rookie phenom CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. This game also cost the Houston Texans CJ Stroud temporarily, who exited to be evaluated for a concussion. But Wilson averaged 8.1 yards per attempt, throwing for more than 300 yards with a 77% completion rate against a spicy Texan defense. This was an impressive day from Zack Wilson. What I'd like to highlight here is a Prism PSA 10 that sold for $90. When you have that same card selling back on September 24th for $70, this is a low pop PSA 10 cards, a hard PSA 10 hit rate on these cards from 2021. Small profit there, but let's check out his rookie ticket auto. So he had a PSA 9 sell today for $40. You had an auction that closed last night for $56. PSA 9 from DC Sports 87. You had a buy it now that sold yesterday for $75. And in fact, if you were to go back just a week, 5 days to December 11th, you can find that same card that sold in an auction best offer accepted type format for $15.63 shipping. Another one just to show that was not an anomaly. There's a PSA 8 that closed in auction November 27th for $15.65. The Optic that sold pretty much at that same time for $18.50. Serial numbered out of 99 for $20.50. And you can see those have gone up quite a bit. Somebody was preparing for this by purchasing his Obsidian 1 of 1 Electric Edge Blue Finite PSA 10 1 of 1, $650 in a buy it now. This was marked down from $2,000. Now, his largest transaction from game day was once again a buy it now. Seeing a lot of these buy it nows the past 24 hours for Zach. This was a 2021 Phoenix Rookie Jumbo memorabilia. It's the NFL Shield patch. It is a gold vinyl 1 of 1. This is a PSA 9. This sold for $400. Buy it now. Number 8, I've got Lamar Jackson. They get a nice W over the Rams to now go 10-3. Now, the Ravens offense was out of sync for much of the game, with their first 2 touchdowns coming via blown coverages against a weak Rams secondary. But Lamar Jackson broke through on the Ravens' final drive of regulation. They finished strong. He made plays with his arms and his legs, including finding Zay Flowers for a 21-yard score. What's interesting, as you can see, as there was a base optic PSA 10 that sold today for $115 in buy it now. Quite a few buy it now sold for Lamar Jackson right now. So that begs the question, how does he stack up against Josh Allen, who just got a critical, very close, somewhat controversial win over the Kansas City Chiefs yesterday, which should lead to a further dip on Patrick Mahomes' values, we're hoping. But check out the Lamar Jackson base Donruss PSA 10, still lagging quite a bit behind Josh Allen. Josh Allen at a trend of 144. Lamar Jackson at a trend of 83. Lamar Jackson is up 10%. But when we start to look at the optic PSA 10, you see a $113 trend compared to a $225 trend for Josh Allen. And then we look at the Prism. This is the final one that I want to look at here. For Lamar Jackson, the Prism base PSA 10 is up to a trend of $230, and the Josh Allen is up to a trend of $255. So those are very much neck and neck. So in fact, we can narrow our focus here to Panini Prism and just pull in those Prism cards to see where they compare against each other, and we can back out to the 60-day trend and see that they are very close. So This tells me that the Prism for Lamar Jackson is more or less his flagship card, the Prism PSA 10 here. It's holding strong at over $200 and definitely up if we find a $145 buy it now on Sunday, November 12th, to now in December, we got a $235 buy it now and a $222 auction with another $235 buy it now sprinkled in. And people are spending some big money on those nice Lamar Jackson cards like this 2018 National Treasures rookie patch auto out of 25, PSA 9, $7,600 in auction yesterday. Or a whopper of a buy it now on his green optic Prism rated rookie. This is serial numbered out of 5, so it does have a very low serial number. This sold for $3,000 buy it now. It's marked down from $6,000, but still $3,000 buy it now for this card. Incredibly impressive. Once again, it's important to note this is a 5 out of 5 bookend. Serial numbers match there. It's a nice little bonus as well for collectability. Number 9, Zay Flowers. Now, he has had a decent sold volume spike, but not quite enough to lead the big price increase yet. He's kind of being, he's being, I wouldn't necessarily say overshadowed or edged out, but he's kind of neck and neck in terms of the hype for Odell Beckham Jr., who continues to gobble up a pretty big role with the Ravens offense as well lately. But some beautiful sold data for Zay Flowers over the past 24 hours, just like this $85 case hit buy it now from Micro Mosaic, or is Donruss Downtown selling for $500, or his gold standard rookie auto 1/1 that sold for $375. Yet another downtown sell yesterday for $480 in auction. And as you can see by just looking at the graded Odell Beckham market, he's got a pretty big graded market being a 2014 rookie. The Topps Chrome, which is the primary, liquid card from 2014, is up 20% over the past 60 days. And let's check it out over the past 30. It's more or less flatline. It's a pretty cheap card, around $40 there. Want to look at his rookie ticket auto, only a pop of 44 the past year. This is still showing down from beginning of season, especially in PSA 10 condition. There's actually a PSA, not very much sold though. If you look, this was from October 24th. So I can imagine the next one that pops up is going to sell somewhere over $100, as the Ravens look like a clear playoff team that's likely to make a pretty deep run here. There's an increase in the buy it now sold for his Prism PSA 10. Prism, that's a Prism and a Prism Silver there. His largest sale from yesterday was this Prism Silver rookie auto out of 60, SGC 9.5 auto 10 that sold for $89 in a best offer accepted auction format. Number 10, who is it, guys? You guys help me vote on who number 10 is this week. I'm torn between Bailey Zappi. He looks like he's going to be the Patriots starting quarterback for the duration of the season. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers on primetime Thursday Night Football. He had mostly a good game. They put up the most points they've put up in a long time. He went 19 of 28 for 240 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception, but still led his team to the victory here. So that was a big deal, man. He ended a 5-game losing streak, and I know there's been controversy there, but he looks like, at least for now, and I've seen a sold volume bump. There's been some interesting price increases that happened very temporarily on the Thursday Night Football game. But then I also look at, what about Chase Brown, rookie running back for the Bengals, who had one of the biggest plays of yesterday when he took a short pass 54 yards to the house, guys. So he finished ultimately with 80 receiving yards on just 3 catches. What about Rashee Rice? Although the Chiefs lost, Rashee Rice dramatically improved. In fact, the Chiefs, the way they deployed their wide receivers was dramatically different this week. All right. Rashee Rice had the largest snap share of his career, in fact, last night and yesterday afternoon. And this was his highest snap share of his career, and he converted that into a nice touchdown. He played all but 10 offensive snaps. What about Joe Flacco, who led the Browns to a very nice win here? And he has been named the starter for the Browns for the rest of the season. I saw a nice little sold volume increase for Joe Flacco rookie cards, even though they're like from the mid 2000s. They're pretty cheap. The rookie autos are pretty cheap, like in that Ryan Fitzpatrick type of range. But Joe Flacco, nonetheless, he's selling once again, man. And the Browns are very much in the playoff race. And then you had my guy, Baker Mayfield. What about Baker Mayfield, who is, he's not really going up in the base graded market. I've seen some people buying his cards like in Buy It Now, like rookie autos, because they're still very cheap. And I predict that will continue to increase as the Bucs are now leading the NFC South and are in the playoff hunt. So this is exciting. I believe he may be a massive playoff riser if the Bucs make it and get past the wild card round. If he looks good in that first playoff round, they're on track. He's having a career season in terms of completion percentage. He's top 12 in passing yards and passing touchdowns. Rachaad White is having a great year. He is currently top 3 amongst running backs in receiving and receptions. And number 1 in routes run. He's also number 9 in evaded tackles. Number 9 in the position at evaded tackles. And he's also top 5 in yards created. That's yards generated after initial contact. So, in fact, I've seen a nice little Buy It Now sold volume spike for him as well, which we know those volume spikes are the precursor to the prices actually going up. And then, let's see who else I wrote down here. That was pretty much it. I had kind of a tie for those 4 guys for number 10. And then a defensive spotlight on Stephon Gilmore. Got to spotlight Stephon Gilmore for what he was able to do against the Eagles and that strip fumble against A.J. Brown last night. I mean, that's huge, man. That's huge. And then on the other side, though, Jalen Carter, although he was pretty quiet last night in terms of sack, man, he made a huge play against Dak Prescott with a fumble recovery that he returned for a touchdown. So that's just one more notch in his belt to becoming defensive rookie of the year. Obviously, we know C.J. Stroud is going to be rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. That one, maybe a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs was the only bright spot in the Detroit Lions offense yesterday. The receivers couldn't do anything. They all got locked down. Jalen Johnson, great game for the Bears. Jared Goff turning the ball over again. 2 interceptions in this game. So they got to get back. They're still going to make the playoffs. So this leads to an interesting buy window for Lions players for sure. But that's all the time we have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Who did I miss in the top 10 players going up this week? Let me know in the comments section below. Love to hear from you guys. I'll see you guys in those next videos coming out this week, tomorrow, Wednesday night, and whatever else we got coming out this week. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and you hit that bell notification icon, man, and get in our Discord server and get part of all the apps and perks and benefits we have going on through our premium membership at footballcardquest.com. Go premium. And if you want to go from here and check out basketball, golf, tennis, whatever, sports card rankings, check out nooffseason.com or Sports Card Strategy for more information. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.